let's just get into our first topic here, which
Mm,
is the Fantastic Four and Avengers Doomsday.
yeah.
So this is weird because
Mm,
it was just confirmed by Kevin Feige that the Fantastic Four leads right into Avengers Doomsday and that the Fantastic Four cast is joining Avengers Doomsday. Now, what's weird here is that
mm,
if you just go back and watch the actual footage on Marvel Studios channel from San Diego Comic-Con, when they announced the Russo brothers, they confirm right then and there that the Fantastic Four are part of the cast. But I went and looked at a bunch of transcripts from like Deadline and websites. They all just glazed over that like it was never confirmed. It was almost like there
mm.
was too much happening and everybody was focused on Robert Downey Jr., Robert Downey Jr.,
Yeah,
like
it's either the I guess the big eye catch is either Robert Downey Jr. is back. That's probably primarily one, and then
yeah.
another one would be trying to figure out the Fantastic Four and the cast and just um seeing them for like the first time during especially stuff
Right.
like D23. And like when we go back even like with the last cast where I talked about it where they especially at D23 Brazil, where not a lot of people talked about that, where it was just really weird. Where they're
Yeah.
talking about there was one other thing, and then they actually did have some people did record, and they showed I guess a better spruced up sizzle reel
Hmm.
for the Fantastic Four, and showed I guess a better look, technically a better look for the actual movie, and then we had the extra thing where they did show or did have that full synopsis of the Fantastic Four, where it said it was going to be personal for Reed, which
Hmm.
could have been a little hint to them saying, trying to plus two together with which is Reed and
Yeah.
Doomsday
Yeah.
to get to Doomsday and that trying to
Which
tie them together. So
exactly. So it's like, are they going to reveal that Doctor Doom is
mm,
from that universe? He survives it, and then his solution is conquer everything and stop Galactus, kind of making almost Doom a not a good guy, but a guy that you could be like, well, he's trying to prevent the death of everything, but he also wants to be a ruler. And the personal stories, the history with him and Reed
oh,
Richards, which is obviously in the comics one of the big
yeah,
thrusts of both of their
yeah,
stories.
it can be that because it's like um I guess it's because like Doom is really very, very complicated and not very complicated at the same
Yeah.
time. To where like he wants to be, I guess he wants to be praised and viewed as, that he's unique and unequal, but he also wants to help his people.
Yeah.
So so it's this weird thing to where, you know, you think that he's has some inkling of goodness in him, but
Yeah.
he's more along the lines of I guess you could say like a warped goodness to where
It's like,
he
yeah, it's like what you're saying. I think warped goodness is a good way to
yeah,
explain
because
it.
it's
Yeah.
it's his own warped
Yeah.
perception of what he perceives that he should be good when
Hmm.
he's doing all these horrible things to get to that,
Right.
which is yeah.
It's
It's like
the
yeah, it's like on one end where it's Doom has this really delicious what was that one thing they always put in the comics is where like he has like the most delicious ice cream or
right,
cookie
yeah.
recipe in a Latveria, and then on the opposite end he's stealing stuff from another nation because
Yeah.
his people need it.
I mean, it's like it's a three-pronged solution, when it comes to like Marvel, and I am going to include Marvel here because they
Mhm,
named the character and defined him, but you got Doctor Doom,
mhm,
Magneto, and Marvel Comics did all the legwork and entire history
mhm,
before the cartoon for Megatron and Transformers. They
yeah,
all three of those fall into the same. It's like they're righteous and they're trying to do good in their own view, and that pits them against their brother. And we know
yeah,
from the comics that Reed Richards and
mhm,
Victor see each other as brothers up until Doom is consumed by,
yeah,
you know, uh, him wanting to save his mom and become who he thinks he could be, and Reed
yeah.
ascends on another
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, yeah, it's like that one where that example where you said where all those characters, had good intentions, but they saw that the good and the quote unquote correct way to go about things is not working.
Yeah.
So then they go to very, very drastic measures to get to what they perceived as the right thing to do, and that's where they come to clash. And having Fantastic Four in Doomsday is for me is I guess just an evolution of going from I wonder if is it like a will it be like a straight continuation from like Fantastic Four to Doomsday?
That's what they're making it sound like, because he said they're connected as
Okay.
well. And like, remember when they announced
Mhm.
Kang Dynasty?
Yeah.
Fantastic Four was only 4 months before it, and they said the same thing. This film connects directly to it. So I
Okay.
think you're gonna get that. You remember how Thor Ragnarok ends,
Yeah,
and
and then
Thanos? It's like, I think
yeah.
you're kind of gonna get that. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
so they try and get a complete story with Fantastic Four, and then
hmm,
it will look like it's ending, and then it'll straight up do that, to be continued, and then continue right into
right,
Doomsday.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because right now, because I'm not sure, but I was still kind of confused on technically on the synopsis of Fantastic Four because you're not supposed to be taking like rumors and leaks ahead as 100% truth because there's like some clashing things of
Yeah.
like what Reed and his family actually are. Because in one it says that they're from this particular universe, and then they go to the 616 with potentially Doom going into
Hmm.
Doomsday, and another one is actually Reed and his family are from 616, but they're in this other universe for now until Galactus comes, and then
Right.
Galactus does this thing, and then they go back home.
Yeah. I mean, whatever they do, that would be an interesting twist. But again, there's so much,
Yeah.
speculation and rumors that you just don't know. Whatever the case is, I mean, the film is coming
Mhm.
at us next year, so like we don't have too far to go, and like we're gonna see the first trailer guaranteed before Captain America: Brave New World, so they can attach
Mhm.
that along with Thunderbolts. So I mean, it's relatively close, and the first inkling is going to be there. I don't think they show Doom in the trailer. I think you
Mhm.
save that, but the general plot and consensus of what this universe is, it's all got to be in that first trailer. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's it's just it's want to know because even with the sizzle reel, they don't really explain much
no,
other than that Reed probably knows what's going on, and he just I guess he's probably tired of it, tired of it
right.
because hey guys, you want to learn this new way of how you can get like jet propulsion, and it's boring to them, and it's like, okay, you want to seek some incursions, and then
Yeah.
planets explode, and that's what they want, and then he's
Do you
like,
guys want to see billions of people die on two universes at once? Woo!
yeah, as I would too, I would hate that, I'd hate that too, especially if I was a teacher.
Yeah. So there we go. Look, we'll be back to talk about this soon. Again, the trailer will be with us sooner rather than later. So stay tuned. Now, well, everybody, thank you for watching that video. And as always, you can like, subscribe, share, do whatever you will. Check out the recommended video that's popped up somewhere on the screen. And also, if you would like additional content, including more discussions and more unfiltered content, check out what we offer to the members section, which has new videos going up all the time.